On today's show, we have a Walnut Crucifix, a St. Luke bronze statue with a free DVD, and several St. Teresa of Avila items, including a stone plaque with her encouraging, "Let nothing trouble you" quote. And later in the show, we'll be joined by Don Palucci from Jeweled Cross. That's here on EWTN Religious Catalog.
And I hope you have a blessed reminder of the love of Jesus in your house and in your heart.
Hello, and thank you for watching EWTN Religious Catalog, the home of holy reminders here on EWTN. I'm Debbie Cowden, and I'm blessed to be joined by my friend Ryan Penny. Ryan, we're talking about one of the great female saints of the church today, and that is Teresa of Avila.
Great doctor of the church, too. Has much to teach us about prayer, which we need a lot more of in the world today, I think.
Exactly, and so if you don't know very much about St. Teresa of Avila, don't worry, because we're going to share more about her life, and we're also going to share with you some items that will help you learn more about her and grow in devotion to her. So I think we should just dive right in.
Let's get into it.
Well, St. Teresa of Avila is a 16th century saint and doctor of the church. She's a patron saint of people in religious orders, those who suffer with headaches and other illnesses, those who have lost parents, for people who are ridiculed for their piety, and for the entire country of Spain. St. Teresa of Avila's feast day is this week on Monday, October 15th. And so to grow in devotion to her, we have the St. Teresa of Avila framed artwork. And this dramatic representation of the saint was painted by French artist Francois Girard in 1827. It's displayed in an attractive dark frame under premium clear glass and measures approximately 13 inches by 19 inches. And this is one of my favorite images of St. Teresa of Avila, because you can tell she's in prayer, and she is in deep prayer. And as we talk a little bit more about her life, we'll talk about how she is the doctor of prayer and how she will teach us how to grow in our prayer lives.
This is one of my favorite images of any of the saints.
Why
really.
Is that?
Well, because you can see the artist had just an amazing ability to capture her deep interiority and peace on her face. It's like everything you need to know about how incredible of a soul. You can just see it on her face in this painting. And I'm sure that it was probably like that in real life, because when you're around holy people, they just radiate this peace and joy about them that the vast majority of people don't have, and you can kind of see that in the eyes of this painting. And
you can see the beauty of the interior castle on the exterior,
which she knew all about, obviously.
Lovely. Well, the next item that I have is the "Let Nothing Trouble You" stone plaque. And this piece of Jerusalem stone is engraved with the words from the bookmark of St. Teresa of Avila: "Let nothing disturb you, let nothing frighten you, all things pass away. God never changes. Patience obtains all things. He who has God lacks nothing. God alone suffices." Those are words of wisdom that we all need to hear on a regular basis. And so this stone is quarried in the Holy Land, and it measures 4 inches by 6 inches and includes a leather strap for hanging. And I just picture this being a wonderful gift, especially for somebody who is experiencing a difficult time in their lives right now. They need to hear that God alone suffices, and it doesn't matter what troubles you're going through, that God is there for you, and that though those troubles will pass away, God will remain forever. And to learn more about the life of St. Teresa of Avila, we have the Saints Alive St. Teresa of Avila DVD. And this program presents a dramatized interview with St. Teresa of Avila. The dialogue, which pulls no punches, touches on the following: what are the major effects of secular feminism? How has the Virgin Mary's decline as the quintessential model of femininity left us vulnerable to the combined forces of the sexual revolution and secular feminism? Why is the family and the culture being undermined? Has society lost the sense of sin, grace, and the supernatural? And more. The running time is 30 minutes, and here's a clip of this program.
Man wants to be God. Man's body revolts against his soul, and the soul capitulates and rejects the primacy of the spirit. Thus, bodily feelings dominate the mind, and both dominate the spirit. Morality becomes topsy-turvy, confused, and relativistic. The natural law of God is rejected. Unnatural relationships become fashionable and claim the same rights as natural relationships. Divine revelation and law are rejected. Our civilization declines and falls.
So certainly you can see that she does pull no punches, and she actually shares some prophetic wisdom. And we're seeing the fruits, the bad fruits of the sexual revolution, of secular feminism, and of the complacency towards sin that we have today.
Absolutely.
Well, next we also have the stone plaque and the DVD sold as a set. So when you purchase them together, you will save over 20% off the regular price. So you can get the plaque for yourself or as a gift, and the same for the DVD. And I love how EWTNRC.com has so many DVDs about the saints, because there's something to learn about all of these great heroes of our faith that will strengthen us, they'll fortify us, and then the holy reminders associated with them will help us with our daily lives as well. And I do have one more holy reminder that I want to share with you. It is the St. Teresa of Avila statue. And this handmade statue of St. Teresa of Avila is made of fiberglass and is crafted with all the tradition brought from Spain 80 years ago. It measures 13 inches, including the base. And so when you're thinking of St. Teresa of Avila, I want you to know that not only is she a great saint for young women, but also for men as well. So can you talk a little bit more about St. Teresa?
Well, something that you just said, Debbie, is that St. Teresa has a lot to say about a society's lost sense of sin. And the biggest reason for that is because we get farther away from God, and she knew that the closer that you get to God in prayer, the more that you recognize your own sinfulness. But though not in the sense of hopeless self-condemnation, but in a you recognize that you're also closer to the one that is able to heal you from your sinfulness as well. And so if people want to have a deeper sense of right and wrong and what they need to do to become more of who God made them to be, then we need deeper prayer. And she's a doctor of the church because of all that she told us about the interior life and how to grow in the spiritual life. Because, I mean, most people don't really know a whole lot about prayer. When they think of prayer, it's like, well, it's like
I say the Our Father,
say the Our
before
Father,
meals, and I go to church every once in a while.
Or if it's something extemporaneous, it's, Lord, please give me this thing that I want. Or, Lord, I promise if you give me this thing, then I'll do, this, that, or the other.
Right.
That kind of bargaining with God. And it's like, prayer's supposed to be so much deeper than that. And Protestants will often accuse Catholics of not caring about having a personal relationship with Jesus. Well, they need to read St. Teresa of Avila. So she's a great model for the church for so many reasons, and we have even more St. Teresa of Avila items to show. So we wanted to show you this brand new St. Teresa of Avila holy card with medal. This handy pocket-sized laminated holy card features a medal of St. Teresa of Avila with a prayer on the back asking for her intercession. It might be a couple of months until Christmas, but keep in mind that holy cards make wonderful stocking stuffers. Now, St. Teresa of Avila's greatest masterpiece was probably, in my opinion, Interior Castle. And we have this masterpiece on audiobook. This is the complete unabridged audiobook on CD. And this book, which was composed near the end of her life, represents the culmination of Teresa of Avila's spiritual experience. St. Teresa attempts to explain the beauty of the inner life of the soul, the stages in a life of prayer, and the characteristic joys and trials of each stage. In this most famous of mystical works, St. Teresa encourages her readers to participate in the search for this ultimate reality, the source of her own love and joy. And you can listen to her words here.
I thought of the soul as resembling a castle, formed of a single diamond or a very transparent crystal, and containing many rooms, just as in heaven there are many mansions. If we reflect, sisters, we shall see that the soul of the just man is but a paradise, in which, God tells us, he takes his delight.
Ryan, one of the things I really like about audio CDs is that you can listen to them in the car, on your commute. You can listen to them at home. If you're one of those people who claims that you don't have time to read, then you probably should invest in audiobooks. And what better way to start than with St. Teresa of Avila and by starting with your prayer life?
Absolutely. Yeah, and also the fact that whenever we read about the lives of the saints or things that the saints wrote, it's not just like reading any other book. You know, it's spiritual reading. And spiritual reading, of course, means reading sacred scripture, but also learning about how God illumined the lives of all these holy men and women. And that, in turn, also feeds us as well in a way that other, secular reading, as that may have its place, can't do, in the way that reading what these great saints had to say about growing closer to Christ. So. Well, the month of October has had some pretty awesome feast days, Debbie, and we have another one coming up for St. Luke, whose feast day is this week on October 18th. He is the patron of doctors and painters. We have this St. Luke bronze statue. St. Luke was a faithful assistant to the apostle St. Paul and attended to him for many of his trials. One of the four Gospels, of course, is attributed to St. Luke, as well as the Acts of the Apostles. He was a talented physician, and he is also said to have been very skilled in painting. And it is recorded that he left behind many pictures of Christ and the Blessed Virgin Mary as depicted in this statue. This highly detailed statue is made of cold cast bronze with lightly hand-painted accents. It measures 8 inches high. And know that when you purchase this statue, you'll also receive a free DVD of the EWTN program St. Luke's Gospel Season 1, which is a value of $25, but when you get it with this statue, you'll be getting it for free. This EWTN home video takes you to the idyllic setting of County Kildare in Ireland, where scripture scholar Francis Hogan brings you an insightful look at some of the most cherished stories found in the Gospel of St. Luke. Narrated with precise and vivid detail, Hogan's rendition of the themes found in St. Luke's Gospel rightfully does this saint justice, as you can see here.
This power for salvation that has come among us, he was going to enable us to live without fear. Now, if we live in a world where kingdoms are fighting against kingdoms and powers against powers and people are conquering and all the rest of it, you live in fear. If sickness overcomes the world, we live in fear. We live in fear of terrorism and all kinds of stuff. But we also live with internal fears that come from our own weaknesses and our own sins and our own temptations and the onslaughts of the evil one as well. And this power for salvation that is rising in Mary's womb, notice I say rising, is to enable us to live free from fear, not only for time, but for all eternity.
The running time for this wonderful program is 5 hours.
Brian, thank you so much for sharing that information about St. Teresa of Avila and showing us that St. Luke DVD and statue. Surely there are even more holy reminders that you can find at EWTNRC.com that will help you grow in your devotion to the saints, to learn more about their lives, and to be enriched and encouraged as we're all on the road to become saints as well. Well, we have a special guest joining us in just a minute, but first, let's take a look at this fantastic offer from EWTN Religious Catalog.
With a simple click on your PC or smartphone, holy reminders can be on their way to your doorstep. Now with free standard shipping on orders of $75 or more. From the EWTN Religious Catalog website. Buy Catholic. Shop EWTNRC.com.
What a great offer! And keep in mind, Christmas is quickly upon us, so now is the time to order your holy reminders that can serve as Christmas cards, Christmas decorations, and gifts for your loved ones as well. Remember that every purchase that you make at EWTNRC.com directly supports Mother Angelica's mission and helps us continue sharing truth and the eternal word with the whole world. Well, now I want you to meet our special guest, Dawn Palucci of Jeweled Cross. She's been here for the past couple weeks to share with us some different holy reminders, and we want to continue that today. So thank you again for being here, Dawn.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
It's great to have you, and we do want to let you know that when you make a purchase any of the items that we're showing you today on the show that are these Jeweled Cross items, you will receive a free rosary that has the names of the mysteries on each of the Our Father beads and the days on which you should pray those mysteries, so you'll never forget again. You'll never lose track of what the mysteries are. This is a $16 value, and again, it can be yours when you purchase any of the Jeweled Cross items that we are about to show you today. So would you like to get started with the first one?
Let's get started.
All right.
Okay, the first item is a walnut crucifix with oak inlay. The striking square-cut walnut crucifix features contrasting oak inlay and an antique gold finished corpus. The crucifix measures 10 inches, and of course it's made in the USA. It's great. A lot of people absolutely love it because it's so different and unique. And we mentioned earlier about a lot of Catholic homes not having a crucifix in their home.
Or not having enough of them.
Right. So here you go. Here's a new, different style crucifix for your home.
And many of the items that Jeweled Cross produces and shares are unique items. There's a story behind each one, and this is just another great example of something that you may not be able to find everywhere else. It's a unique design, and it definitely is very beautiful as well.
And again, all our crucifixes are made of the North American hardwoods, which makes it very unique.
And made in the USA too.
Absolutely.
God bless America. Well, you have a couple others that you want to show us
Yes, we do.
as well, right?
The next one is a cross bracelet with a silver finish. This bracelet is made up of 5 metal crosses with 2 alternating decorative silver designs and a magnetic clasp bracelet.
I love the magnetic
Yeah, I love
clasp.
that too. I love it. It's so unique. The smaller size is especially good for petite wrists and young girls. So pretty.
It really, really is, and over the past few weeks you've shown us so many beautiful items, and if you haven't had a chance to watch the show in the past couple weeks, or if you happen to miss it for whatever reason, you can go to EWTN Religious Catalog's Facebook page where we have all of the episodes, and you'll be able to look back at those items. Again, we're starting to get into the Christmas shopping season, and so now is the time. You can buy gifts for all of your nieces and nephews, for your grandchildren, for your kids, get something for your spouse or for yourself. Can take advantage of the free shipping offer and really help your family grow in the faith. It's such an important responsibility that we have to raise our children in the faith.
Absolutely.
And one way to inspire them is through these holy reminders, because when you give a gift of a holy reminder to your loved ones, you're telling them the faith is important and I want you to care about it. And then it's something special from your parents, of course.
Absolutely. The last item I have, this is a true Celtic cross.
This is really cool.
This is really neat. There is an Irish legend that tells how St. Patrick created the first Celtic cross by incorporating a circle over the Latin cross. The circle is a symbol of eternity and the endlessness of God's love. This cross features several biblical images. Across the beam, from the left to right, are David and the harp, the Last Judgment, and Daniel and the lions. On the vertical beam, the top to the bottom, are the Irish faith symbol, St. Paul and St. Timothy, and Jacob wrestling with the angel. The first cross is made of fine pewter. The second cross is made of fine pewter with an antique gold plating. Each one measures 7 3/4 inches, and they're just very unique.
Absolutely. I love the symbolism that is included in this cross, and I love that it tells a story of our faith too.
And that's where you get back to where Jeweled Cross has very unique items telling stories. So they're not just your typical crucifix or cross. There's a story behind them. So there's a lot of thought put in it, developed in it, with telling a story and really inspiring the faith.
And Jeweled Cross has been around since 1923.
Absolutely.
So you can trust the sturdiness of these items. You can trust that they're well built, they're produced with love and care, and they're really made to last too.
Absolutely.
So thank you for showing those to us.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
I have a couple more. I'm really, really excited about these. These are compact mirrors with images of Mary, and you can add a holy reminder of our Catholic faith to every aspect of your life, even with the beauty items you use each day with these duo image compact mirrors. And each metal compact has an image of Our Lady on the top. You just press the side button and the lid pops open to reveal 2 round mirrors. And one side magnifies for close-ups and the other provides a standard true-to-life image. And the smooth round design fits easily into a makeup bag, a purse, or a pocket, or even a diaper bag. I think about those. Each measures 2 3/4 inches in diameter, and we have one with Our Lady of Guadalupe, one that features Our Lady of Sorrows, which I think is really stunning, and then finally with Our Lady of Fatima. So this would be an item that I think you could collect all 3 for. Maybe get a couple of each too. These would be great stocking stuffers, gifts for your girlfriends, gifts for your daughters as well. Remember, holy reminders can be infused into every part of your life. So don't be shy. Go ahead and get these. You know they're beautiful anyways. And they do bring honor to our Blessed Mother as well, who we know is the most beautiful woman. And speaking of our Blessed Mother, October is the month that is dedicated to the Most Holy Rosary. And Pope St. Pius X said, "The Rosary is the most beautiful and the most rich in graces of all prayers. It is the prayer that touches most the heart of the Mother of God. And if you wish peace to reign in your homes, recite the family rosary." So let's try our best to pray the rosary more often, especially this month. And remember that when you purchase any of the jeweled cross items that we just showed you, you will receive this free rosary. So that's one more way to help you grow in your devotion to the rosary. And now here's a recap of the items that we showed you today, as well as information about how to order.
The St. Teresa of Avila in Dark Ornate Frame is item number 724D4 for $85. The Let Nothing Trouble You stone plaque is item number 539 for $35. The Saints Alive St. Teresa of Avila DVD is HD SATA for $10. The St. Teresa of Avila stone plaque and free DVD set is item number 539K for $35. I know that you're saving over 20% when you get this stone plaque and DVD together. The St. Teresa of Avila statue is item number K0691 for $60. The brand new laminated holy card with medal of St. Teresa of Avila is item number C1006 for just $3. Then the CD audiobook of St. Teresa of Avila's masterpiece, The Interior Castle, is item number 31065 for $20. The St. Luke bronze statue and free DVD set is item number 76175K for $62. You're saving $25 when you get these items together. The 10-inch Walnut Crucifix with Oak Inlay is item number 5112L for $44. The silver finish cross bracelet is item number BK21 for just $12. And then the fine pewter true Celtic Cross is item number 9011E for $44. Also for $44 is the antique gold true Celtic Cross, and that item number is 9012K. The Our Lady of Guadalupe duo image compact mirror is item number BK91 for just $750. Also for $750 is the Our Lady of Sorrows duo image compact mirror, item number BK88, and the duo image compact mirror of Our Lady of Fatima is item number BK90, also for just $750. To order your holy reminders, please visit us at EWTNRC.com. It's safe and secure, available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We accept Visa, MasterCard, Discover, and American Express. Again, that's EWTNRC.com, or you can call us at 1-800-854-6316. Thanks so much for joining us today. Visit us at EWTN.com and sign up to receive our e-blasts. And don't forget to visit and like us on Facebook.
Dawn, we are so thankful that you could join us today once again.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been a great pleasure.
The pleasure's been all mine. And we're so thankful that you could join us too. Each and every week we will continue bringing you holy reminders to help your entire family grow in their faith. And until next week, may God bless you and your family.